Hi, amazing people. It's your girl, Christy, and I welcome you to your favorite podcast, What's New with Christy podcast. Today, I'll be treating a very interesting topic like I always do, and it's going to be relating to everybody, be you a child or an adult or a teenager, okay? I'll be sharing with us some key rules to social life that we do not know about, or we know about but we have decided to ignore all of them. Please stay with me. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and also comment. Welcome to Tiana Space. Most of the times we tend to display some characters that make people say behind your back, I don't like him, I don't like her, I don't like that child. They have bad upbringing and all of that. And I will be telling you some ways to resolving these ill characters that make you have a bad social life, okay? Don't call someone more than twice continuously, unless it is really urgent, and if they don't pick up, wait until they return the call, because they might be sleeping, they might be sick, they might be busy, or have something important that is going on. If you borrow money from someone, please return it even before they ask for it. When someone treats you to lunch or dinner, don't buy the most expensive dish on the menu. Also treat them back the next time. Because it's a free dinner, you go and wreck the person and order for the most expensive dish on the menu without even knowing if he or she could afford it. Even if they can afford it, it is only common sense that you go with something that is not so expensive. Another social rule I'll be discussing with us today is be nice and kind to waiters, cleaners, helpers, drivers, or anyone that is offering you a service, and treat them the same way and respect you'd give a manager or a CEO. Because you walk into a place and there are workers there, you think they are slaves, you talk to them anyhow, forgetting that they are just as human as you are. Because they are working there doesn't mean they are less human. No. Accord respect to them the same way you'll accord respect to a manager of a bank or to that CEO of a big company. Okay, I'm not saying you should worship them, but then treat them as human beings and give them a little bit of respect. This particular habit is what people tend to overlook a lot, because they think they are older than the person coming behind them. They can act anyhow. But I'm here to tell you no, okay? Always open the door for the person coming behind you. It doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl, senior or junior, child, infant or whatever. You don't grow small by treating someone well in public. These are just little habits that we need to learn how to display in public especially, and even in private. And it makes you get this particular applause or make the other person think like he's actually a reasonable person. If you understand what I'm trying to say, always learn to open the door for this person coming behind you, no matter where you find yourself. If you take a taxi with a friend or a neighbor and he or she pays now, you could pay next time when you bump into him or her in the same taxi, okay? Respect different shades of opinions. Remember, what sticks to you might appear nine to the other person facing you. Always respect opinions. Don't go throwing shades and all of that because they are not seeing the same reason as you are. Then you think they are not man enough. You think they are not reasonable enough, okay? Never interrupt people talking. Wait until they finish. Then you can say what you want to say. When you interrupt people rudely, it could cause a fight. It could make the other person get really pissed. If you tease someone and they don't seem to enjoy it, please stop and never do it again. It means they don't like you or they think your joke is very dry. And when you keep teasing them, they could pick offense and that will result to a very big chaos. And I know you don't want that. Say thank you when someone is helping you or when someone must have done something you like. Don't forget to give the nice compliments. Say thank you. You could actually say something that is even bigger than thank you. When you use the word God bless you or you would live long and all of that is really, really nice. When you say all of those things, it makes you appear like a sensible person, someone that is well groomed, okay? Don't break your promise. Don't make empty promises you cannot keep, or don't make one if you're not going to keep it. If you're not sure of how you're going to keep the promise, it's best to zip your mouth. When someone tells you a secret, Take it with you to your grave. Even if you wake up as enemies tomorrow, don't go broadcasting it to the whole world, telling the person next door that, hey, when I was friends with this person, he told me this or she told me that. It is best you keep the secret with you. That is how you maintain loyalty even when you're no longer friends with the person. And deep down, he or she will appreciate the fact that you kept your secrets and you never allowed anybody hear about it, even when you're no longer friends. That is a really, really nice attribute for you as a human being. When someone shows you a photo on their phone, please don't swipe left or right. Kindly return it to the person the way you're giving it to. When you proceed into seeing other photos in the gallery, that's quite disrespectful, especially without their permission. It is best to return the phone after seeing the photo you were being shown, and don't proceed into opening other apps to check out their chats and all of that. That is not good at all. It means you're intruding into their privacy and is very, very disrespectful. Because you don't know what you're going to see next. You might see something that would throw you off balance or something that you would regret even seeing. That is not good. When you're being given a phone, please return it the same way you're being given it to, without swapping left or right. Don't fix the time without being punctual yourself. Okay, we always say African time, African time. Listen, when you must fix a time, you need to lead by example. Make sure that you're there before every other person arrives. It is a bad habit. You have to take time management serious, because time is actually money for many people. Okay, for most of us, we don't joke with our time. We have other things we're doing, and it's best that you fix the time and you punctual yourself. Don't keep people waiting. That is a very bad social habit. Never talk about your riches in the midst of the poor in a very intimidating way. The same way you're not being advised to talk about your children in the midst of the barren. Listen, I know that it's not your fault that they're poor or they're barren, but at the same time, you just have to consider their predicament and their condition and learn how to talk about your own blessings in a moderate manner. A whole lot of people tend to blow things out of proportion and make those that do not have feel depressed and intimidated. You just have to learn how to mold words in a way that it won't appear hurtful to the next person that does not have what you're talking about, okay? It is really, really important. And trust me when I say that when you do all of this, the world will appreciate you the more, okay? You'll be seen as someone that is very, very reasonable, that is compassionate, someone that has the fear of God in him or her. This brings me to yet another interesting topic of What's New with Christy podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, leave your comments in the comment section, and like as well. Till I come your way next time, guys, please stay compassionate.